So thank you for clicking onto the video. I always appreciate it. I don't say it enough, but everyone who supports my journey has been following me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, all of them. I can't thank you enough. Honestly, without you, I wouldn't be making the content that I do, and all the feedback I get, it's heartwarming. So honestly, thank you. But this channel, so this is going to be dedicated to my network marketing journey. So there's going to be a playlist displayed right here, so you'll see it here, and this is going to be where all the videos go for my journey and sort of my updates and what helps me and what my challenges have been, in hopes to help other people, you know, succeed and do what they want to do. I can't say I've got all the answers, but I'm living it. I'm living it, and I want to share it, and I want to be able to look back on it and go through it, because I think some of the skills that I've learned through sales, through knocking doors, selling alarm systems, doing all sorts of things through social media, and you know, the face-to-face experience that I've got, I think it may help some people as well, even if it's only a little bit. But let's take it back to where it all began. This is my story, and sort of giving you a back view of it, so you know a bit more about me and what I've sort of been doing really. Because a lot of people may have seen some of the snippets on TikTok, but they're short videos. Going back to school days, I was a good kid, I was a happy kid, you know, sometimes I'll be a bit mischievous, or, you know, but I don't want to give it the whole, I got no grades, no qualifications, which I didn't, but a lot of factors played into that. You know, I was the joker, I was always messing about, my attention span wasn't made for school, it just wasn't designed for me, it just wasn't for me. And, you know, maybe if I had the right direction, maybe it could have been. You know, I'm not saying that it's because of the school, no, it's because of how I was, and maybe it could have been different, but we can't look back on that. But going through school and, you know, going through sort of the exam stage and leaving, you know, it was a lost time for a long while. I felt lost and didn't really know which direction to go in. You know, I had so many ideas, so many things of what could I do? Oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in life? What career do you want? Or, you know, it was always questions, and without the practicing, it was like, you've got to make that one decision, and that decision is going to be you for the rest of your life. And, you know, that always dawned on me a little bit. But moving forward, you know, going through family stuff when I was taking my exams, and I was going through a difficult time. When I left, I joined the army. So I joined the army, was there for a little while, not too long, didn't do the maximum 4 years. I mean, I not try and forget about it, but at that point when I first joined, so I went through all the training, it was infantry that I went into, but that time for me was a very dark place, was a very mentally hard stage when I joined 19, and growing up from there, you know, because I was lost. I didn't know I had, you know, family stuff going on, which I might go into detail, you know, another time. But that for me was a mentally challenging place, not because of the army, but because of what I was going through, and family, and, you know, that sort of stuff. But, you know, I learned a lot from it. You know, I was at the most physical strength that I could be when I was there. I went out because I thought, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. This is not what I want to do, and I realised that. And then I come out, and I was sitting there, and I was thinking, what do I want to do? And I thought, well, I need money to live a decent life. I need a good wage, and that's all I had in my head. You know, how can I earn good money? First thing that come into my head, I don't know why, car sales. You see them on TV, you see the ads, you know, some of the cheesy stuff online. You know, making money, big smile. And I have always been a people person, but I had no experience, no nothing. And I remember seeing it, and I was thinking to myself, how can I get into a car garage or to do car sales? I need to think of a way in, a foot in the door, as they say. And then I started delivery driving for Ford, driving the cars to each depot. And I thought, right, okay, when the time comes, I'll get friendly, you know, with the managers. And then, you know, hopefully they'll offer me a job, or may see the potential, and maybe I can ask them. And, you know, that's what I was planning in my head. I'm going to ask them if I can, you know, work in the car sales. That's what I wanted to do. Driving for a bit, I was there, I think it was about 4 or 5 months, and I didn't want to drive the cars for the rest of my life. It was, my main goal was sales, you know, because once I got that experience, I was thinking then I can use that experience to then go into something else that maybe pays more money, or, you know, just young and not really knowing anything, to be honest, you know. And that's what it's like when you haven't got that experience, or don't know what you want to do. But then after that, you know, the manager said, look, why don't you come work and actually sell the cars? Because I used to go drop the keys in for the cupboard and get the worksheet signed, say, here you go, here's your car from this depot, and transfer them through. So why don't you come to an interview and we'll have a chat and see if you'd be a good fit for, because they said, you know, you look like you could do well. And I thought that too, you know, being sure of myself and doing that. And yeah, had the interview, got the job, and then started selling the cars. Picked it up relatively easy, you know, a couple of the skills and being able to sell, and, you know, the negotiation of keeping the price high, not budging, and who speaks first loses. It was that sort of things I was learning from all different people. And that's what I was like. I was very, what do you know that I don't know? What do you know that I don't know? Because somebody will know something that works for them that may work for you, or that you can twist on. And that's very much how I've sort of lived and thought. Moving forward from that, left there, got a job at a different car place, done the same thing. And I thought, I'm getting bored of this. I got bored. Simple ways to put it. The money was good, you know, I was going on breaks and stuff as people do. But then I just thought, oh, I'm just another cog in the wheel, you know, I don't really enjoy it. It's you know, same thing day in, day out. And it just that sort of thing. I don't think I'm that type of person that's caged in, or I like to be out and about. So then I started selling alarm systems, and I had, you know, other jobs, warehouse jobs, and I've tried a lot of things. I started selling alarm systems, knocking door to door, getting leads through. It was a bit different because she was out and about, having your own freedom. It wasn't in that office or that showroom sort of place. But then again, started to feel after a year, you know, cog in the wheel, managers, and, you know, not that I don't listen to managers, but if I don't agree with something, I'm very much the type of person that will speak up and say I don't agree with that, or, you know, I don't think, you know, the way you've gone about that is right, just as an opinion. And people don't like hearing that, or they can't be open to hearing that, because I never done it in a nasty way. It was more of a, I'm just expressing my point. And I feel sometimes that gets taken away from certain places that you go, and it's not necessarily a company, it could be the managers or the people that are put in charge, or that don't really care, to be honest. And that's fair enough, but that's them. You can't control those situations. And then I got a job in recruiting, so recruitment consultant. Then I started helping people get jobs and putting them into placements and the warehouse. And I just felt there's got to be something else, you know, because it was the same environment. You know, after a while I just thought, the same thing. You know, it felt good to put those people in jobs, but there was a lot of negatives to it as well. And I think it's the same with most places, to be honest, when you're doing that. But then I started thinking, you know, I want something for my own. I want something to build that I can be proud of. Because this work, I didn't feel satisfied. I didn't feel like I was personally helping someone. I don't know, I just see something online, and it was a video, like a motivational one, and saying you've got to live your life, you know. It's so cliche to say, but life is short. It is so short. And the last thing I want, I've always been the type of person that's not been satisfied. If I'm not satisfied, I'll move. I had so many people, so many colleagues that I work with that literally are depressed. They hate their job. They're complaining all day long. I'm like, what do you really want to do? I have no idea. Same unsureness that I had. But me, I'm very much, you know, I'm all in. I've lived in my car. I've been homeless. I've been in places, and, you know, still you've got to think that these things happen for a reason. As long as you keep fighting and you keep looking for ways that can benefit you, for you to make a living, keep that head up and keep that confidence going, and not worry about all of the outside opinions of what people might think. Because a lot of people may have looked at me and thought, he's not really settled, he's going from job to job, his CV. You know, not once has anyone said, oh, you've got quite a few jobs on your list. Why is that? Well, maybe because I didn't want to spend, maybe I want to learn, and maybe I want to find something that I enjoy doing, that I can feel passionate about, that I can give 100% to. And every time I'm going home, I'm just draining my sorrows or feeling sorry for myself because I got to wake up tomorrow and feel bad and go back into work again, because I'm sure a lot of people are feeling it. But yeah, and that switched for me, and I remember back to when I was young and I sort of played with computers and laptops, and I remember seeing some of those people and making money and trying to get money from you, more scams back then, but not that I wanted to scam people. It was, I see that people were sort of trying to earn money in that way, and I never done any of that, so I just left it and forgot about it. But I knew digital, there was ways and means to do it, and how people were doing it. This was a long time ago when I was in school, I think it was. But then, you know, I thought back to that and I thought, well, social media, everything, unless you actually dive into it and you actually take the time to realise that there is money to be earned, and you can speak to people anywhere in the world. Like, I've spoken to so many people, America, everywhere, and spoken to them, and the opportunities that are out there that you can have access to. It was like, yeah. So with all this sales experience, everything that I learned how to make websites. And with the sales experience from being able to sell face to face, I was like, right, I'm going to make websites for people. I'm going to contact businesses. I'm going to look through Google and find rubbish websites that I thought was rubbish, and say, look, I can do you this and offer you this and create a website for you at an affordable price. You know, it was the template ones. It wasn't fully coded, and they were aware of that. And I sold a few, and you know, some of them are still using today. They've received inquiries through them. I put on Google listing, offered them a full service, and they were happy. And you know, I was in that learning stage again, where I think it's always when you're learning something, you feel laser focused, you feel that drive. And I think that's why now I've done so many different things, and I don't stick to one thing, and I've got so many options, because the internet is loud. The internet is so loud, and being able to do that, it was like, right, I'm going to make, you know, websites. I'm going to do the social media for them as well. I'm going to edit their photos, and I got into editing. And you know, I followed a guy called Jack Cole, and he was doing video edits and stuff, and I was like, right, that's another way. Maybe I can offer that as part of the service. But then I got bored again of the websites, and you know, the website bit was like, okay, I've got that skill now, so I can use it if I want to start. And I did. I still use it today, and I make, you know, websites so that people can get the information from me as on that basis. The video editing was where I really enjoyed and speaking to a camera and helping people and providing a message. And that's when, you know, lockdown happened, and I was posting on TikTok a bit before, but then I started thinking, you know, how can I help people now? You know, it was lockdown. I lost my income. I was working in a tele call centre at this point, doing sales again, still working on the other stuff that I was trying to do, affiliate marketing, diving into it, anything, you name it, and building sort of that presence. And then I started sharing what I was going through, and it was helping people. People were messaging me and reaching out saying your positive perspective of what I was going through, because that's what I tried to do, was switch it around a bit and help people feel better about it. And then after about a month and a half of lockdown, an opportunity came to me where I help people save money, and it was all done remotely. It was self-employed. It's my own sort of business as such. I started sharing that and how that story happened, you know, because if I was in a job or I was still working through lockdown, I wouldn't have found it. I would have thought, no, this doesn't work. I've got my income. Now I've learned the biggest lesson of building more income streams, so this happens again. You've got those backups, and it's also increasing the money, but it's also giving me more time to spend with my daughter, which is the main goal of doing all this. You know, because when I found out about Willow, I think then a lot of things changed as well. You know, I thought, who do I want to be? Do I want to be a role model to Willow? Do I want to be switching from jobs to job? And I think for so many people, you've got to find what makes you happy so you can make other people happy too. Because if you're really stuck and you're doing something you hate, but it pays the bills, You know, there are other ways, there are other time slots, there are other things that you can be doing that can be building it up. I've always shared and shared my experiences, and this is what I enjoy doing. This takes away the negativity and the things that happened in the past and what I've sort of gone through, because a lot of people are going through their stuff, but you got to find that energy source that you can pump this into, and that's where it changed for me. You know, all day long I'm researching, I'm learning, I'm more engaged. I'm not as much as a social media scroller and looking at family and friends. It's more of, what can I create? What can I create that helps other people? What can I do that will benefit other people? Which is what's led me onto this channel and doing this. And I hope, honestly, that it helps a lot of people. Thank you for watching that. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, drop me a comment, ask me a question, anything that you have, and there'll be more videos uploaded. I'm going to try and do at least 2 to 3 a week with what I'm experiencing. You know, it is my life still, so it is sort of surrounding that and what I go through. So if anyone wants anything covering a topic or things that I may be able to help, then just drop it in the comments or send me a message on social media, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.